Obinna, is there something you are not telling us on your cameras? Something deep about you that we don't know? How can a child miss a mother that stays maybe 10 kilometers from her? The setup in Europe, I also have children with different fathers. But the setup in Europe is mtoto lazima akue access with the other parent, even if the other parent is financially fit or not. The mother or the father must be given the opportunity to spend time with these children. You know, I am very angry. Ako USA, the mother is in America. Yeah, then this woman should take her children to America. If
Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and what's up everybody? I hope you're doing good and that everything is okay. I hope that God has taken good care of you and that God has taken good care of your families, and it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case watching me for the very first time, my name is Victoria Mima, and once again it's a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you so much for the love, thank you so much for the support, thank you so much for everything. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for being part and parcel of this beautiful journey, guys. I appreciate you so much. To my new subscribers, please feel at home, feel appreciated. This is a home of positivity, and you should say that giving up is not an option. Thank you so much again for coming. Nawapenda sana. In fact, happy new week. I love you so much, guys, and God bless you. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for consuming my content. Thank you so much for believing in my content, guys. I don't take it for granted. Nawapenda sana sana sana. So for those people that know me in person, mnajua as per now, but msijali, guys. Soon tutarudi tu kwa online throughout. Shule zinafunguliwa. Shule zikishafunguliwa huku Warabuni, uanga at least mna settled. But sasa hivi shule zimefunga, mko hapa. Najua tu Team Gulf peke yao ndio wataelewa hii situation. Yesterday when I came online, there was a clip that more than 10 people had sent me on I think 7 DMs ilikuwa TikTok. And more than 10 people, yeah. Hiyo clip like watu walinitumia. More than 5 people in fact kwa IG. Na unajua IG kwa rahisi wase wanatumie clips. IG mtu maybe ananiachianga voice ama unajua tu text. But I was very curious to open because at first I thought in different clips. So after I opened it, I realized that it was the same clip. And everybody was like, Vicky, people are giving their own assumptions, their own opinion. Just as people are giving their own opinion, allow me to dig deeper into it. Mumesikiza hiyo clip. That is Nyako. Na Nyako anaambia Obinna atafutie watoto visa waende kwa mama yao kama mama yao kwa nje ya nchi. Ama Nyako anamwambia au watoto awapeane kwa mama yake. But for those people like me that follow Mama Lola, you know, currently she's staying with the daughters. Most maybe because watoi wamefunga shule. But look here, ladies and gentlemen. Nyako was live on TikTok. And I've been watching the numbers that were watching Nyako when she was digging into that story ya Mama Lola, watoto na Obinna. Like, those numbers are huge. A lot of people had tuned in. You could see from her tone, she was very bitter. So mmesikiza koka clip. She was very angry. One of my fan, whom I believe she's super Team Obinna, she called me and asked me something. Vicky, huyu Nyako, hii maneno anaongea kwa nini anaongea hivyo na hasira? Ama anaweza kuwa anatumiwa. And she said, I don't want to conclude it. You know, I asked her, why are you saying like, you know, such a statement is super heavy? Akasema hapana, mimi nilikuwa kwa hiyo live. Na ungeona numbers za watu wenye walikuwa na watch your live na kushare. You could tell something is wrong somewhere. I was like, okay. Again, I read another DM. Nikiwa walezea hivi nataka muelewe. Unarudia tena unasikiza kwa clip kenye nimekuwekea hapo. And I started going through the comments. And I've been like, yo, wait. You see, the babies that we are discussing about are not babies wenye tunaweza sema ati maybe wamelemewa na kitu. Hapana. Ati maybe hawana kitu. Hapana. But ladies and gentlemen, this video is very critical. So unless you watch until the end, you will get nothing. And remember, nilikata mambo ya mtu kuscreenshot title yangu akikuja kuniuliza ati Viki hapo ulikuwa unasema nilikata hiyo mchezo. And thank you so much for adhering to that rule. Siku hizi watu hawa screenshotting title zangu akifanya nazo mchezo. Why do you think Nyako is defending, like literally hata si kutetea Nyako. Nyako yani anacting kama mtu ameshikana na Mama Lola. And Nyako is defending that lady. You could, mpaka ana sweat. Hiyo clip ni mrefu sana nimekata. Nitawadropia video nyingine huko mbele. Nyako mpaka ana sweat. Mpaka anasema, mpaka ana sweat anafungua madirisha za vioo za gari. And she's super defending Mama Lola. And you see, one day I told you guys, at times I know how some of these TikTokers work. Ukitaka information, niliwafunza kitu. Ukitaka information iende viral, maybe unataka kuchamba mtu. Unaenda kufanya aje, unatafuta TikToker mwenye ako na platform kubwa. Because you see, the only place that you have huge numbers is on TikTok. So it means, ukitaka kudeliver message yako, unaiweka TikTok. That is why some of these celebrities ukisikia wakiwa na vita zao za online, by the end of the day unapata team kwa TikTok inasema mimi ni team Viki, mwingine anasema mimi ni team Gladi. Nana anakuanga ameambiwa kwa team Viki ama team Gladi. It means in one way or the other Viki ame access one of them. That is how these TikTokers works. But let me focus on this fan that was asking me, Viki, ama Nyako with the lady, they are up to something. But allow me to remind you something. Niliwaya wacheni nirudie kwa sababu nimeona ni kama mkusikiza hiyo part. When this lady posted those kids, there is a comment that dropped on that comment section. No, the lady asked a certain fan. Lola anauliza room yake imeisha, anti wetu wa majuu. I think I told you guys, the lady, the friend to the mom stays in US. And the friend replied and said, afadhali tulale place ingine lakini Lola siku zote room yake iko empty. So even to a fan that is thinking maybe Nyako amekuwa connected with this lady to kukanyaga Obinna the way she's doing, a fan is thinking that maybe amelipa and everything, it is because of that story. But ladies and gentlemen, Nyako, in fact, Nyako huwa anachamba watu. Hata huyo Obinna huwa anamchambanga si mara moja si mara pili. But this kuchamba was very special. You could see how organized it was. And you could see the number of times that live stream was being shared. Yo. And imagine up to today, ilikuwa hiyo live ilikuwa jana. Some clips bado zina trend TikTok. Number one reason, guys, is that maybe the lady has that plan. Maybe she might, because unajua ukiona information kama hiyo inakuwa delivered through Nyako at Obi saidia the lady kutafuta visa watoto waende, it means maybe there is plans on ground. And how can she deliver such a information even to Obinna himself? Get someone like Nyako, because unajua Obinna na Nyako wanakuanga leo wanaweza korofishana, kesho akwe mabest. That's how they operate. But when you see Nyako delivering such a heavy and private and credit, information, it means she's up to something. So maybe even the lady might be on the plans, to take the daughters. Or maybe she's planning something else. Because tell me why Nyako will say confidently ati, Obinna, au watoto wanakuambianga wanamiss mama yao. Kwani mama yao ako wapi? Mama yao anaishi wapi? Ni nini utuambie kwa hizi? That clip is super long. And it is good that I saved it. So mtu akikuja kwanza kunibwekea, I will quickly produce the evidence. The second reason, ladies and gentlemen, labda vile fans wengine wanasema, labda the lady reached out to Nyako. And why will the lady reach out to Nyako? Number one is the fact that Nyako has numbers. Nimewaambia ungekuwa kwa ile live, the fan that sent me that clip, aliniambia hiyo live haikuwa inapungua chini ya watu 5,000 watching live. Haikuwa inapungua hapo. Ilikuwa 5,000 plus. And it was a super long live stream. So Nyako becomes the best person to pass that information because unajua akona namba mingi. That means akipeana information itafika kwa ground, itafika place wanataka hiyo information ifike. The second reason why Nyako was, why the lady connected, if indeed she connected with Nyako, is how Nyako delivers her message. Hakuna mtu Nyako anaogopanga. Ni nani? So you see such information. Because tell me why. So unajua kuna vitu zingine hata mkwe nyinyi mabeshte wa mtu, hata tukue mimi beshte tuseme ya Joan ama mimi beshte ya Glady. Kuna vitu siweza ambia Glady ama mimi beshte ya Flo. Kuna vitu siweza ambia Flo direct. Like can I go and tell Flo tafutia watoto wako visa waende? No, like that is like unajua hizo ni vitu kama private za familia. So when you see like you know the way Nyako delivered that message and she fears nothing. So the fact that aogopangi mtu, she was the best person to be used if indeed she was used. The third reason, ladies and gentlemen, is that, let me say the truth. Niliona juzi kwa comment mtu akiniambia ati Vicky, maybe in one or the other, even the lady that a lot of people thinks she want to be back in Obinna's life, she doesn't want. But you see, how do you know she doesn't want? Like wewe umejuaje na wewe ni fan tu kama Victoria? I told you sometimes we pretend to know a lot, but by the end of the day we realize hapana, kuna kwanga na information za ndani zenye hata sisi mafans hatuzijui. And why do you think, guys, that fans, because nimeona pale kwa fans watu walikuwa wanamwambia guys, watu walikuwa wanasema hiyo clip imekatwa kidogo ikaikwa kwa page na jitanga TikTok connection. Go and watch the whole clips. They are there, zimekatwa mingi ziko tu hapo. Another reason as to why that lady, if indeed she reached out to Nyako, is that she understood that Nyako is one of those TikTokers that can never be intimidated. You can't stop Nyako. Akiamka leo akisema anataka kuchamba mtu fulani, huwezi mstopisha. Like she does it like she does it, yani bila uoga yoyote. So the fact that Nyako, unajua akona numbers. Of course akifungua live watu akiona nana anachamba leo, of course people will join. And the last reason, guys, the lady might be sending a hidden message, even to Obinna the father. You see, when you see Nyako saying ati, watoto wanamiss mama yao, na ni watoto wadogo. In fact, there is a place Nyako said, kuna place watoto wakishafika kwa hizi periods and everything, they no longer need their dad. Bado mpaka nikaanza kuamini au fans wenye walikuwa nasema Vicky, ama this lady reached out to Nyako. You see, TikTokers can do anything. They have numbers. Wakifungua kamera watu wakisikia ni chai, watu watajaa kukuja kukunywa hiyo chai. Definitely. So the numbers factor inaikanga TikTokers kwa hiyo position mpaka fans wengine wanaanza kudhani TikTok anaweza tumiwa. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell me what you think down there at the comment section. But even as I record this video, I'm a little bit convinced the lady might have reached to Nyako. Sijawahi ona Nyako akicharaza mtu akiwa hivyo na confidence. Unakumbuka hata time alikuwa anacharaza Prince Inda na nini? Alikuwa mlaita. Alikuwa anawacharaza na anawaambia guys, mjue mimi nacharazanga Inda na Obinna na by the way tunakuwa friends. But with this one, so maybe the lady reached out to Nyako. Please tell me what you think down there at the comment section. Bye bye.